In the previous exercise, we used static balance. Here we will use dynamic balance. This is maintaining an equilibrium while in motion or switching between positions. Your dog uses their eyes, ears and proprioception to help retain balance. Your dog will quickly learn to compensate for shifts in the object beneath his feet. To start this skill, you should use something like a balance disc, as they are fairly stable and will allow your dog to develop his confidence as well as muscle strength and balance. As your dog progresses and is able to maintain good posture, you can make it more challenging by stacking discs or even adding something like a cushion into the mix. So to begin with, we're just going to lure the dog onto the balance equipment. We just want them to walk across it, over it, on it. Anything like this is fine. What we're looking for is that it's done with confidence. Now, this is a little bit small really for her. Good. So just making sure that we're getting as many feet on as possible. Now I'm just going to swap for a donut. Now the donut is the same, it's still relatively stable. There's a little bit of movement in there, but it's not horrendously wobbly. You can always deflate these a little bit and make them more squishy. But for now we want something that's relatively stable. We're going to do exactly the same. Have the dog just walking across, and we're looking for confidence in that activity. Good girl. Now we don't require specific body positions, but it is always good practice to have them do different things. So standing on it and holding that stand. Let's try one and let's do a sit. Good girl. So sitting nice and confidently. You can see there's a bit of movement here, but nothing too major. If I want to increase the movement, I can just move the treat around and have her stretching. And you can see here that that creates more movement. Good girl. And she shifts her balance accordingly. Good. Good. Okay, now let's try another position. We're going to do a 2-1-2 off. Now you're going to take them across and you want to stop them with their front feet on the floor and their back feet on the item. This is just helping them to work out that their back end can do things separately to the front. So you can see there, little bit of movement as she is looking for the treat that I'm very late with. Okay, girl. And again, you can increase the movement with where you have your treat. So having a stretch further down. We can also do side to side. Oh, good girl. Good. Good. Now, as the dog grows in confidence and learns how to quickly compensate for the movement underneath their feet, they will become less wobbly and their reactions will be quicker. At this stage, you want to increase the difficulty. You can do this by stacking extras on top of each other. You could even add in a cushion, something along those lines. So we're going to try this. Good girl. So again, we're just going to have confidence walking on top of a now more unstable object. Good girl. And letting her suss out what it's all about. I was very lazy. Good girl. Nice, good girl. So here, that's just increasing the difficulty of the sit that she did before. Again, you can see that she's quite confident. This isn't overly concerning to her. Her body awareness is pretty good, as is her proprioception. Good girl. Oh, yeah. Good. So again, all we want here is that your dog is confident. Oh, careful. Good girl. And you can see there, if you've got behaviours like that where the dog's really wobbly, you potentially want to go back a stage, although I think in this case it was just a little bit of mistimed. Good. And there we go, that's much better. We just need to help her dismount correctly. Good, that's it, good girl. So just watch when you do increase the difficulty level and you do have extras on top of each other. Obviously it becomes more unstable, but there's more movement, so you just may want to hold so it's more secure for them to get off. Obviously when they go to push, it'll tip, and we don't want them to pick up any injuries. Good girl. All we want to see from your videos is a dog that's confident in using their body on uneven surfaces. We're not looking to make this too complicated or trick them.